What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another football video. Today we're going to be analysing my Premier League predictions for matchday number 38 and also giving some of my predictions ahead of the European finals coming up, as well as the FA Cup final. And then that is the 2023-2024 season done and dusted. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. They're going to be keeping you up to date with all the latest football scores, as well as all the other scores in all the other sports that you guys love to follow, all in one place, all in one app. SofaScore is a free app to download. Anyone that does download SofaScore, using my link in the description or the QR code on screen, does help to support the future content created here on my channel. It is free, so worthwhile checking out, and it is very highly rated as well. So do go and check them out. We're going to crack on and have a look at my predictions from Premier League matchday number 38. So we get no correct scores, but I did get 7 correct results and 3 incorrect. So not too bad. I'd like to have had 1 or 2 correct scores in there, and it'd have been a pretty good week of predictions from me. So you had all matches taking place on Sunday, May 19th, all with 4 PM BST kickoff times. You had Arsenal taking on Everton. Arsenal needed to win that game to put pressure onto Manchester City, and they managed to do that, winning 2-1 for a controversial goal towards the end from Gabriel Jesus with that handball not given in the build-up, and Arsenal go on to score and win the game. You had Newcastle away against Brentford. They had that down as a 2-0 Newcastle win, finished 4-2. With the Arsenal one, I had that down as a 3-0 win, by the way, finished 2-1 to Arsenal there. In the Brighton-Manchester United game, I had that down as a 2-1 Brighton win. Man United managed to end the season on a high with a 2-0 away win there in Robert De Zerbi's final game in charge of Brighton and Hove Albion, which didn't go the way that he was wanting it to. Burnley against Forest, they had that down as a 1-1 draw, finished 2-1 to Nottingham Forest as they confirmed their safety in the Premier League next season. And Burnley, they're going to be playing Championship football next season. You also had Chelsea taking on AFC Bournemouth. I had that down as a 2-0 Chelsea win, finished 2-1. Wasn't a million miles away there as Chelsea confirm European football, you would think, for next season. You've got Crystal Palace taking on Aston Villa. I had that down as a 2-1 Crystal Palace win, which finished 5-0. Whopping 5-0 win there for Crystal Palace. Can't you tell Aston Villa have spent all week partying since they've confirmed their qualification into the Champions League for next season. And Jurgen Klopp's final farewell to Liverpool and at Anfield. I had that down as a 3-0 Liverpool win, finished 2-0 again, weren't too far away. You had Luton taking on Fulham. I had that down as a 2-1 Luton win. In the end, just too much to do for Luton Town. They've been relegated into the Championship, losing that game by 4 goals to 2. Sheffield United also been relegated into the Championship, as we already knew heading into this match day. But they played Tottenham Hotspur. I had that down as a 2-0 Spurs win, finished 3-0 to Tottenham Hotspur as they've confirmed Europa League football for next season. And finally, Manchester City had it down as a 3-0 Manchester City win, finished 3-1 against West Ham, which saw Manchester City become Premier League champions for a history-making 4th consecutive season. Never been done before in the Premier League, never been done in the top flight of English football either, so a huge congratulations to them. I also want to say thank you to Manchester City and to Arsenal as well for providing another very entertaining Premier League title race. So, Premier League table then ends with Manchester City on top on 91 points, finishing 2 points clear over Arsenal, Liverpool in 3rd and Aston Villa in 4th. They're the 4 teams that are going to be playing Champions League football for next season. Tottenham Hotspur in 5th have confirmed Europa League football for next season, and now Chelsea and Newcastle have got to wait about what European competitions they may well be playing in. So Chelsea guaranteed Europa Conference League football for next season, and should Manchester United beat Manchester City next weekend in the FA Cup final, then Manchester United would go into the Europa League, Chelsea would stay in the Europa Conference League, and Newcastle would miss out on European football altogether. So Chelsea and Newcastle, they're going to be cheering on Manchester City, because should Manchester City win the FA Cup next weekend, then Chelsea would be playing Europa League football and Newcastle would be in Europe in the Europa Conference League. Manchester United in 8th and must beat Manchester City next week if they want Europe European football. West Ham in 9th, Crystal Palace in 10th, Brighton and Hove Albion in 11th, AFC Bournemouth in 12th, Fulham in 13th, Wolves in 14th. Everton had a real good season with the points deductions, managing to keep themselves comfortably safe, accumulating 40 points in 15th. Brentford in 16th. Nottingham Forest, with their points deduction, staying up by 6 points as well, have done very well. They finish on 32 points, and it's the 3 teams that were promoted last season, Luton, Burnley and Sheffield United, all being relegated. And I think Sheffield United and Burnley will be very disappointed with their performances in the Premier League. Luton, they can hold their head up high because everyone thought that they'd just be relegated and they'd be finishing in bottom, and that would be that. And I think they've surprised a lot of teams, so we'll see how they perform in the Championship next season. So moving on to the final predictions left of the season, we've got the FA Cup final next Saturday at Wembley on the 25th of May, with the game being broadcast live on ITV1 here in the United Kingdom with a 3 p.m. kick-off time. Manchester City taking on Manchester United. It's the second consecutive season of a Manchester derby FA Cup final. Before last season, never been done before in the FA Cup of having a Manchester derby final. Here we are, 2 years in a row having them, and I'm going with the same result of what happened last year with Man City winning the FA Cup. This time, rather than 2-1, going 2-0 to Manchester City. Now, heading into Europe, you've got the Europa Conference League. That match taking place on Wednesday, 29th of May, with an 8 p.m. BST kickoff time, with the game being broadcast live on TNT Sports. That final taking place at the OPAP Arena, which is the home of AEK Athens over in Greece. And you've got Olympiakos taking on Fiorentina. You'd think that Olympiakos would want to make home country count here, but I'm going for a very typical Italian performance from Fiorentina, which is making them very difficult to beat and them sneaking a goal in the second half. So I'm going 1-0 Fiorentina and them to lift the Europa Conference League. Into the Europa League, that match taking place at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin on the 22nd of May. That's on a Wednesday night with an 8 p.m. BST kickoff time, with that game being broadcast live on TNT Sports. And I'm going for Bayer Leverkusen to keep their unbeaten run going, a whole season unbeaten in the Bundesliga, winning the Bundesliga as well. What a season Bayer Leverkusen and Xabi Alonso are having, and I'm going for them to be unbeaten here as well, going with a 1-1 draw at full time after 90 minutes, 1-1 after extra time as well, and that match going to the lottery of penalties. And I'm going to put it out there, I'll put a little curveball in there. I like a curveball, and I'm going Atalanta to win the Europa League on penalties. And the final prediction for me to do is the big one, the Champions League final. That game taking place on Saturday, 1st of June 2024, the final game of the 2023-2024 season here in Europe, and it is Borussia Dortmund taking on Real Madrid at Wembley, and I'm going with Real Madrid to get the job done there. I'd love Borussia Dortmund to win the Champions League. That's who I'm spurring on here, but I don't see anything other than the experience of Real Madrid telling here, and I'm going for a couple of second half goals for Real Madrid and them to lift the big ears, the Champions League, and going for a 2-0 victory for them in the Champions League final. So there we go, they'd be my predictions. Do let me know your predictions, guys, in the comments below. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up, that would be brilliant. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. And I'll see you all again real soon for the next video. If you do want to see me do more predictions going into next season, just let me know in the comments below. And if you guys are enjoying the content and enjoying this series and you want it to come back for next season, then leave a thumbs up so I know that you're enjoying the video, and let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.